Assalamualaikum, selamat datang kembali di Real Channel. Apa kabar sahabat-sahabat Dumaiku? Semoga kalian senantiasa dalam keadaan baik, sehat, dan jangan lupa bahagia. To the man who left me without any say goodbye. Dear my ex-love, I always knew that you were a man of few words. You always had trouble verbalizing your emotion and opening up to someone, even if that someone was me. This quality of yours caused a lot of trouble in our relationship. I was never sure where I stood with you, and I could never be certain of your feelings, and this would drive me crazy. Really drive me crazy. When I come to think about it, we never actually fought. Whenever there was something bothering you regarding me, you will never say anything to me. You would stay quiet about it. So, I always the only one dealing with all our problems. In the meantime, I would spend hours and sometimes days trying to figure out what went wrong and what I did wrong on you. I was constantly questioning myself while trying to understand you. Of course, I never managed to do that because you never let me in. No matter how hard I try, you always distance and simply didn't know how to change that. I also question your emotion and our relationship. Although you never say it out loud, deep down, I firmly hope that you love me from your bottom of heart. Unless I'm wrong about this. And whenever I confronted you about this, you would tell me that you were by my side and that this was proof enough of your love for me. Although I always wanted more from you, I settled for little crumbs of your love and affection. I tried to change this about you, but I never succeeded. When I come to think about it, I never knew how much about you. You never share anything with me, and I would have to assume something about you. But I never knew if you love me for real, and I never knew if you were scared to lose me or not. I learned to accept you for who you were, and I accepted that you would never be someone who talk about your emotion. But I understand and accepted if our relationship has an expired date, if we are unable to maintain it. I knew that we would break apart sooner or later because a relationship like this was anything but sustainable. And I knew you would be the one to walk away from me because I would never have the strength to do the same like what you did on me. And the only thing I prayed for was that you didn't walk away without saying a word. And that was exactly what you did, and by doing that, you brought to realization one of my biggest fears is happened. After all this year we spent together, you left me without ever saying goodbye, without giving me a kind of explanation, and that hurting me a lot than anything I went through in our relationship. By doing this, you left me hanging and waiting for you to come back. At first, I didn't know what has happened. I didn't know you had really left or just need a break from this relationship. So I kept waiting for you to come back to me as if nothing had happened. I was constantly waiting for you to call me, to WhatsApp me, to send me email, to send me SMS, to call me, for you to show up if you still care on me, if you still here in my side. But you never did. You blocked me. You treat me like a shit. Don't you know if I put my life on hold and myself on pause because I didn't know what had hit me and I didn't know what to expect. At first, I was in state of shock, and when that initial shock and denial passed, desperation began. I couldn't help but wonder why you didn't have the desire and the courage to tell me that you were leaving me. Didn't I mean anything to you? Didn't I deserve an explanation, a goodbye at least? Didn't our relationship deserve a better ending? Or maybe you have any option or another idea better than me to say it bye to me? No, you don't say anything until today. By doing this, you acted like we were never a thing, like we never exist. You show me how irrelevant and insignificant I was to you all that time. You left me without closure, and that is something I could never forgive you for. You left me thinking about all the reasons that brought you to this decision and wondering what it was that I did wrong on you. And most of all, you changed my opinion on you. Despite everything, I would always appreciate you. Even you have done this all to me. And I kind of admire you for not being as sensitive as I was. But now, I see that you are actually just an immature boy. I see that you are a coward who didn't have the guts or the courage to face me after all the year we spent together. It was easier for you to simply run away from our married life. And not once have you thought about how all of this would affected on me. You don't care about it. You left me all alone trying to pick up the pieces of our relationship, and you left me all alone looking for closure. You show your selfish and cruel side, and that is the last thing I deserve from you. But now, I know that all this has been in vain and without a point. The only thing I can do and have to do is to move on. It's really paining me. regardless of the way you did everything. The fact is that you left me and that you will never again be a part of my life. And that is something I need to learn to deal with. Jakarta, 26 June 2020. Wassalamualaikum.